Yo, hey guys, Weeks here, back with another video. So we're going to continue our new profile series today. I think we're on episode... what are we up to now? This is going to be 23 or 24? Something like that. Anyway, in the previous episodes we have completed NG0 on the Paladin, the Warlock, and the Sorcerer. So I feel pretty confident we can probably do it on the Ranger, but let's jump into it and find out. So, getting onto the Ranger. We have 5 stars to spend, we have a bunch of ore and gold, so let's see what we can upgrade before we start. So 5 stars could get us Flurry of Arrows, which is a pretty decent pickup, I'll take that. Other stuff that's like good damage, Marked Prey, I like the Evasion, and then Flurry. I don't care too much about upgrading the Roots or the Power Shot. I'm probably never going to use the Power Shot. You can try to do it, but we really just aren't worrying about doing magic damage and ignoring resist. We're doing physical damage right now. Grasping Roots is okay. It does like scale up to where they're immobilized for longer and reduces their armor by more, but I haven't been using it too much. I really just use Bowshot and Flurry for the most part and take advantage of all these defensive and offensive passives. So anyway, we got some money. We were basically just saving up money the last episode to get the chapel bonus, so now we actually have enough. I'm going to get the Symbol of Essence. So on our primary attack, the Bowshot, we're going to lifesteal 2.5% of the damage to our health, so that's pretty great. Oh. We also just upgraded our guild, so we got 78. We're right back up. We actually gained money doing that. That was kind of weird. So now we have some ore. I'm going to, I think, upgrade the treasury. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the treasury so we can bring more gold back. Since we already have the skills, I think this town hall upgrade just gives us our chapel 4. Maybe something else, but I can't remember. But it's not needed. Really, the skills rank 5 is what you're really looking for. Let me see if there is a rank 6. I know we have double twinned arrows, so no, there's only rank 5. So you don't really need to upgrade the town until later, until you have enough money to get the 4th chapel. But we just started getting the 3rd chapel for people. I'm also going to upgrade the ore trader, so we can start getting some good rates here. And I'm just going to go ahead and max it out, honestly. So now when we start finding ore, I can also convert it to gold, and that'll be nice. Apothecary, I might do apothecary, or I might just start working on drinks, because when we get to the next NG, we're starting to do NG2, we'll definitely lean heavily on the drinks. But until then, I guess I'll just save it. I'm not going to buy apothecary upgrades right now. So I'm just going to save it, and I'm actually going to switch over to buy chapel bonus on my other character. Let me give it to the Paladin. So he wants the same thing. So last run we were able to find the Bloodthirst ring, but it's pretty good that now they have the chapel. We don't even have to worry about that. It's essentially gaining a free item and a free way to sustain the character. Alright, so we did all that. Let's go ahead and roll the town before we spend the rest of this money. And we can also convert ore into gold now if we feel like we need it. So Claymore is a good item. I would like to still get Amulet of Kings, I believe. I think that's going to help me the most with just making sure I don't take too much damage. So I'm probably going to roll for Amulet of Kings and hope to get some damage or resist items. Even some evasion items would be really nice. But let's see. Mage Bane is really good as well. It just doesn't really help against bosses. And I like the defensive part of Amulet of Kings more than Mage Bane. Mage Bane is like, it's got a lot of potential, but I'm just not going to do it this early. Also, we're not using Incendiary Demise yet, so Mage Bane doesn't really work with our character. We're doing basically all physical damage. That's probably something I should have said in the beginning. But anyway, crit chance and flat damage on our primary is also good. Crit is a... If we were going for offense, we would definitely be going for crit or like Sword of Kings. But I'm going to roll for Amulet of Kings. I want to be safe pretty much. So... get some more rolls in here. Armor of Kings. Duelist Edge is okay. There's like a lot of okay things, but I think Amulet of Kings is the best here. If we can find one. Basically when you're doing a video and one part takes an awkward long time. Alright, there's Amulet of Kings with some spheres, some flat damage on primary, and some armor. I'll take this. It's not like the best supplementary items, but I'll take it. I've already spent like a couple thousand just rolling the shop. So that's where if you wanted to, you could just settle on other items, but I really think you guys are going to want the defense. I've been buying 5 gold keys, 8 silver keys, and 8 bronze keys, and that's been working out pretty well so far. Right, I didn't buy the apothecary upgrades yet. And let's check the blacksmith, see what we have. Alright, so we're actually fully upgraded on this character. So I'm going to do the same preset as before, I believe. Let me look at it real quick. General traps, safe corridors. Oh, we don't want the consumables. We'll go expedition if possible, lousy consumables. Relentless threats. I don't want to have to deal with that. I want to be able to hopefully get through the battlements without stuff falling in. 450, bigger bottle. I don't think I'll need that. Demolish spawners. I feel like I can get like one more thing. Might go for luck. No, that makes it kind of expensive. Might just keep the movement speed. Movement speed is pretty nice. Otherwise, I'd probably get the luck or maybe disable towers. But since I'm a range character, I'm not as worried about towers. So I'm just going to lock that in for the 450 gold. And the rest of my money, I could spend it on the magic shop, but I don't want to do that yet. Basically, just in case you guys haven't found the wizard and been able to unlock the magic shop, I don't want to rush ahead with that, but at some point we'll have to start buying upgrades from that. Maybe I can buy the next blacksmith. Let me see. I can't. I need 50 ore. Okay, so I'm not quite there. So I'm just going to donate this money to the fountain just to have it in the future. And yeah. Oh, I forgot to get drinks. Alright. So maybe we'll need to convert some ore to get a drink. Yeah, so I want the smelly old man for sure. And anything else I want? Attack power. I don't really want to reduce my attack power. I don't want to reduce my movement speed. What's my region looking like? Half of one. That's okay. I definitely want Crazy Eye too. So I think I want Crazy Eyed Smelly Old Man, so I need 500 gold. This video has turned out to be a little awkward, but I think it's okay. Sell 1 ore for 700 gold. Perfect. Oh, we have 5 stars again. Wow, if we would have bought the Chapel Blessing before, we would have gotten the Guild Hall upgrade. We would have gotten more stars. So we could have bought a different upgrade. Everything is just like slightly awkward right now. Alright, Smelly Old Man. So let's actually check these stars again. I don't think there's anything else I can buy. If I can buy another rank of arrows, I will. Yeah, sure, why not? So we've upgraded it. 32 arrows, 40 arrows from the base amount. So we'll start shooting a lot of arrows, which will help our damage. Anyway, we're finally ready to start. NG0, let's go. I'll try to go fast on this one as well, like we've been doing. Do need money just in case the shop is on the next floor. Love to be able to skip money, but we're not quite to that point yet. Nice. Some diamonds. Looks like our mana cost is keeping up with this level of flurry. So we actually are doing pretty nice damage. This is Act 1, NG0, so I mean, our character's what, level 18? And we're talking about how we're crushing this, but level 1's come into this and they survive as well, so. trying not to get ahead of myself. Because that's one thing, if you like get too confident, I feel like it's a recipe for disaster. You'll start making a bunch of mistakes and essentially kill yourself by being cocky. Oh, it wasn't an item, it was money. No, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Anyway, we've talked about like you can skip acts if you want, but I feel like for progression, you get a higher quality of items if you play through it. So I'm gonna play through it, even though it's gonna be a little slower, obviously. But it would probably be acceptable if you wanted to skip Act 1 and Act 2 and just go right into Act 3, start playing. I think that's fine. You're just not going to be able to pick your items from the shop like I'm going to. So I'm going to get Lucky Charm. I want the luck. I might go for the Undead. Or we'll go mana for sure. Or sorry, health for sure. And then mana or Undead. We'll think about it. We need 27 more gold. So Undead is helpful for Act 2, Act 3, and Act 5. But mana is just a nice thing to have, and it is doubled right now. But I think my mana cost is keeping up, so I don't know how much I should worry about mana at this point. I guess if we're completely spamming, we do run out. It seems kind of rare. I think I'm just going to go for damage. But I think both are pretty good options. Another thing is we could get the pamphlet and get even more damage on top of the 10% damage. So that's kind of nice. Whereas the ring is... It's not really more damage. It's only more damage if we're running out of mana, which doesn't seem like we are. So we'll just ignore it. But that's my thought process, at least. Yeah, my mana regen is pretty quick. Skill cost is a little high, but mana regen is good. We're at 11.5. An item? We at least got an item. Little scroll, see a secret over there. See if we get the life stones again this run. Gotten it two of the last 3 runs. It worked out pretty well. Alright, we'll come back over here since we're trying not to backtrack too much. Okay. So I'm gonna grab this monolith. Incredible strength. Heck yeah. Maybe if we go fast enough we can get to the Act 2 boss. That'd be crazy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to quite go that fast. Need to get some movement speed boots to make that happen. Easy boss, huh? Incredible strength with high level ranger. Blood dagger, okay. Got some more sustain, so even if we didn't have the chapel bonus, we would have found a way to sustain, so that's kind of nice to know. It's not the most reliable since it gives you more health the higher health you're at. If you're at low health, it doesn't quite do as much. Oh wow, no items. Yikes. Maybe we're paying for our good RNG in the previous episodes. Wow, no item. Yeah, we're paying for it. We're paying for our sins. Maybe we get some items off these elite dudes. And with all the spam, it does seem like we're starting to run out of mana, so maybe I'll value mana regen a little higher in the future, but I don't know. You can just wait a couple seconds and I'll be right back into it. A lot of the extra things I'm casting is just for movement speed, really. I don't have to cast as many as I have been. Wow. Another thing that wasn't an item. So that was 3 this floor that we didn't get items from. Yikes. That just means we're going to get a bunch more items in the later acts, right? Okay, need to find the button. We're going to continue to go fast. There it is. We're kind of running out of this this buff, but we might be able to make it. Doing a decent pace. Alright, we got an item, but it is kind of one of the worst items. So that'll be one of the top ones we gamble for if we have to gamble an item away. Let's see, Sandals of Swiftness sounds good, Gladiator's Net, and crit on our primary. Definitely want some crit. Another puzzle. I almost don't want to do it for time, but the monolith buff isn't that important. Alright, we're going to do memory this time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Hey, I didn't embarrass myself. We got a not so great blue item, but you know, blue item is a blue item. Broadsword, alright, that's a pretty good item. No button over here, but we have a secret curios box. I'll take those stats. Where are you, button? There you are, and our level. We're close, we could skip all these enemies. We didn't miss anything up top, so we actually can. But it's like legit about to fall off. Alright, we got an item. Pick up this money. Let's see if we can run fast enough. I don't know, it's just like a mini game at this point, it doesn't even really matter. This boss should go down pretty quickly. Alright. Hey, we kept it for the boss. And now it should fall off any second now. Oh, it might let us get one statue. Alright, it fell off mid-statue. Those constructs are pretty strong. Alright, that's another book. Is it another undead? Okay. So we got the undead pamphlet and the encyclopedia. So we're doing lots of damage to undead. Lots of XP from undead. Not that we really need it because we're, what, level 19? Those enemies are kind of tanky. Damage isn't as good as I was hoping at this point. But if we find some high quality items, it'll spike up pretty quickly. Alright, that one should be the portal. Here's our last statue. Hey, more luck. Alright, so I can go after some money just to make sure, especially if there's diamonds and a bunch of silver coins, but the rest I'm going to kind of leave behind for speed. Time is money, right? And we're going to kill these elite dudes over here in case they drop me some items or ace keys or something. Alright, give me a bronze key. Not really what I was looking for. And I'm out of here. Yeah, since we need to get one level this whole run, we can kind of just speed things up. Grab the really important items. Alright, there's the gambler. I think we already know our worst item. Vendor's coin. Actually, Vendor's coin is probably worse. Alright, we'll take the scroll of magic missile. Things being cheaper is cool, but I don't really care about it. I'd rather an item that gave my character actual stats. You can always throw in more items to try to increase the quality of your items, but I usually don't like doing that because you might just get a terrible item for 2 other terrible items. And then you might find stuff like the Markham set or whatnot, and then you just have less items, which is less actual stats that you wanted. But, you know, it's up to you how you ultimately want to play this game. Sometimes you can get really lucky. Other times, not so much. I think I can just run across. Yeah, I can evade most of it. Alright, so I'm going to go with Blackjack, Wizard Wand, because I want the base damage, I want the stun. And I guess I'm going to do more damage while in combo, because I'm in combo a lot, it seems. I don't really care about trying to make my flurry of arrows crit. Yeah, don't even have to kill that. Get out the way. Common looters? Alright, we got another thing. Kinda hate those constructs, so I'll always kite them. Can't leech off of them because they're constructs. Alright, let's grab this, and I think we're done with this floor. Yep, looks like we can move on. Alright, sounds good. Cloak of many pockets. So now I can pick up even less gold because I have some gold gain. But that's at least one way to look at it, right? Alright, we were able to evade that stuff. Another Tome of Magic Missiles, that's the last one, I believe. Silver chest, stinger. Alright, we're starting to get some damage items. And it's close enough to the boss. Endless potential, sure. So I'm trying to root a bit more now that I have endless potential. So I would take a lot more damage if I didn't have the Amulet of Kings. So I feel like I can only play this way because I have Amulet of Kings. Those spellcasters are crazy. It's definitely going to help out in the next act as well. I don't know if I can play like this in the next act, but I'll try it at least for a little while. Until I get spooked. So I've killed like one statue. Root that guy in place so he can't cyclone or whirlwind, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we have one statue left, my mistake. Oh, never mind, there is 2. They're just a little hidden. Alright, and the sequence is completed. We can move on. We still have our what's it called? Everything is still free. So I'm gonna go at distance and just cast things. Avoid that. Go at distance just to make sure you can avoid stuff. That's the only reason. And I can just shoot the guys when they land. Our damage is looking pretty good. So yeah, they die. No problem. Fancy Plume, Defender's Halberd, okay. So I think we have all 3 disarm/stun items now. Alright, there's the exit. So we do have some evasion, but I do need to make sure I don't just die in a bunch of or not die, but kill them, and then I'm like sitting in a bunch of projectiles. So it's like a little sketch, but if you can run the correct way, you can basically just run away from all the projectiles. They're not to the point where they're throwing projectiles when they die, but if I like stop and cast for a second, like stop to shoot faster, then they'll lock onto me, throw out their projectiles, and I'll need to get away. Hey, gold coins. Silver key, definitely need some more silver keys. We are running out of keys, actually. See what's over here while I'm over here. Grab this book, grab some money, and yeah, probably jump through that portal up there. Then we just gotta... I guess I'll look down here first while I'm here. So yeah, those guys locked onto me and shot projectiles, so I went away from them so I wouldn't get hit by where they were shooting the projectiles at. Another apothecary item. And yeah, we're done with this floor. We saw one button. We might have missed some. But maybe not. Hopefully not. Can't have a shop on the first floor, so not as worried about spending as much time on the first floor. Another manual. Definitely want to get away from that stuff. Wow. It's like at the same time, he confused me as I killed him. Okay. It's also why I wanted movement speed on this character. Definitely helps being able to avoid all these projectiles. So I'm not too interested in XP, like I was talking about, so I can skip packs if I know there's nothing over there. It's just a dead end. Not as worried in that case. Alright, so we got one portal to jump through. Yeah, we have transmutation. We didn't find a book on this floor, which is a little worrisome. Maybe there's just 2 on the next floor. I haven't really seen anything of interest. Alright. Definitely seeing more buttons. So we found the exit. Alright, there's our exit. Let's get some more money just in case we need it for the shop. I think we're kind of lower than where we're normally at, since we're skipping so much. But the range is really good for blowing up all the barrels and boxes. Alright, there's our shop. Secret passage. Let's see, we have 10k, so we can buy most things. It's a little late for the Mana Stone. I think I'm gonna go Heavy Gauntlets for sure. I might just get the Talisman. It's gonna help speed us up. I'll take the Talisman, and I'll probably also take the Greaves. Just go full on damage, or maybe get the Amplet just for the Watcher to be easier. But I think I can just go with movement speed and be greedy. Alright, so we haven't found any books. Let's see, we unlocked an ore down there. Should be a book in this corner up here. Maybe not. I mean, at worst, we can just force the correct way. Alright, so there's a book. Yeah, I guess I missed the book somewhere. Alright, well anyway, we have a portal to jump through, and what else? Some ore to collect. Another encyclopedia. Got a bunch of them now. Alright, we didn't find a book, so whatever. We know 2, so we can only mess up 1 sequence. And it really won't take that long to fix it. Alright, we're staying at range for this guy. Try to avoid some of that. And just weave in and out. So you saw we were able to leech a lot of our health back. That's just thanks to the chapel bonus and blood dagger, but mostly the chapel bonus. We'll root him in place, single target him. Just keep AoE and everything else. So Watcher's going to come back down over here. I'm going to be a little bit away from that area. Okay, so let's try this one. So if it's correct, afterwards the Watcher will come down. If not, I'll just have to select the other one. Not a huge deal. And we know where the Watcher is supposed to come down at, so we can just kind of wait. Alright, so we picked the wrong one, so it's this one. Okay, so that means it's this one now. I'll try to save some mana for that again, because I think we could have phased him a little faster, but we didn't have any mana. So I'll try to single target most of these. Oh, I got hit. So we just need a little bit of mana. We don't need as much mana as I was saving up. Rather kill off most of the eyes than have a group of them left when the Watcher comes back down. Okay, should be over there. And there we go, easy. So we got Adventurous Garb and Duke's Signet Ring. Staff of Auto Casting. Alright, so now we have some crit for our abilities. Just gonna be going through, grabbing ore and gold. Killing a little stuff for XP. We can probably get 20. Also the talisman ring kind of helps out here. There's a lot of enemies and they're all grouped up. That helps just clear them out a little faster. Okay, more keys. We need some higher quality keys, but this will at least help. It'll do something. Try and kill that one off. Nice, got him. And this one. We just kept him stun locked. You can definitely see our damage is slowing down since we entered the new act, which is pretty typical. Let's go in here. Lots of money. Got a gold chest over there, so we'll be doing that trap. So, I mean, we're just gonna try to cheese it again. Basically the same as last time. Alright, so go over to this side, wait for the confusion. Then I'm gonna do my rain of arrows for the evasion and the sprint. We'll go over here. Same thing. Also another reason to use Amulet of Kings, because most of the traps are magic damage. At least, I would say the hard ones are magic damage. A lot of the ones in Act 1 are just physical damage, but I think they're pretty easy. Okay, another gold chest, and we got Sphere of Champions. That's pretty nice. If we're in combo, we get 60 more attack power and spell power. Definitely helps out here. Anything else? Nope. Silver chest. Apothecary item. Sometimes imps will spawn on this wall, so I want to make sure to get kind of close to it. Just in case we get an imp. It's like if we can just hit him, we can get the full stun lock. Hopefully get lucky and see more gold chests and silver chests at this point. So we're kind of lacking on our silver keys. I mean, we could have bought more keys at the start. I was just copying what I had done previous. Because I put like, what, 12k into the fountain. I could have spent that on keys. And in hindsight, I probably should have gone up to like 12 silver keys or something. Probably start doing that in the future. Shield breaker, it's a good pickup. 57 ore. I want to save my gold for the shop though before I commit to buying anything, or depositing rather. See if there's anything I need to buy and then do that. Bronze chest, okay. I think that is the 4-piece journeyman's now. It is, so we have 10% damage reduction. Alright, 1 silver chest. Is that boots? Yeah, boot of the giant. Got a secret in the wall over there. Check out these casters though. Markham stone. Get some more organ. I can hear the popcorn ring going. Pop, pop. Yeah, shield breaker is really helping our damage. And we found a silver key. So we're back in business. We can open any chest we run across, unless it's an ace chest. Can't see what's down here. Gold chest, okay. Go grab that. Heartseeker, nice. So more crit for our primary. It's going to really help our damage. It seems good. We've been fast enough to avoid great threats, which is very nice. Don't have to worry about vampire, and hopefully don't have to worry about the frost elementals in the next act. Alright, nothing up there. Grab this just in case we need it. Skipping the forge. As always. Or at least as always until later. I feel it's a little unfair right now. Grab blueprint. Shop, monolith. Alright, 4-chance event, so we get some extra luck. And what do we get here? Duelist edge is pretty nice. Or 8,000. Markham's amulet. A lot of HP. Retaliators. Yeah, so we might go 2-piece trickster set to get a bunch of evasion. Warden pestle could be okay. We get more flash charges that way. Could go old map to go faster. So there's a lot of good items in the shop. It's really just up to you how much you want to spend. I like evasion, so I'm going to go 2-piece tricksters. We still could buy the Markhams and hope to just round out the set. Yeah, I'll probably do that. That's fine with me. Gives us some good HP. And so in this case, if I were to use the forge, I would craft a piece of Markham's. I would craft the Markham's purse for 10 ore. And that would give me the 3-piece, but not going to do that for the sake of you guys might not have found the anvil, or you may not have found the blueprint. And you don't really need it. Helps, but it's not needed. And I have, what, 58 items, so that would be around 20.25? 0.25. So it'd be like, what, 15 armor, and resist. Should be okay either way. We can just continue to attack him. Range is so nice versus the vampire. Oh, we got hit by the bleed. There we go. Alright, well we got some more armor and some more lifesteal. Having the old map here would be pretty nice, just to go faster, see where all the diamonds are. So that could have been worth it if you didn't want to spend as much money. But I'm not too worried about money right now, since I can turn ore into money and we have the chapel bonus on 2 characters. We'll need the money to spend it on 2 more characters soon. But I guess I'm just not super worried right now. We'll go around and pick up all the ore and gold though. I just want to make sure the bridge doesn't collapse. Well, I'm making all that money back. And we have max tax reduction in the fountain. So we'll be able to send back as much as possible. God, look at all this ore. Oh, so much ore. Got anything over there? There's some blue diamonds. I guess I'll take it. Again, trying to go for some speed. Oh, there's an imp. Give me some gold, okay. Give me like 50k or something. The imps in this act are weird because they spawn without their portal, so they're a little harder to see. Well, there's maybe that chapel bonus I was talking about. Or we'll convert it to ore and continue to upgrade our town. Not really sure. Gonna pass up those blue diamonds over there. There's a lot of enemies stacking up. I need to continue to move. Some more ore, huh? Trying to watch out for the ballista. We got a silver chest over there. Hasn't collapsed yet, so we might be in luck. Might be actually going fast enough this run. Oh, we hit level 20 at some point. I didn't really notice when. But we're done with XP. Elven bow, I'll take it. More damage. Another blueprint. Sure. So yeah, keys are really brightness. Because any silver chest, and if we find more than one gold chest here, we're just not going to be able to open them. So let's see what we actually find. Well, there's a gold chest off the bat, so pretty likely we'll find some stuff we can't open. Yeah, there's a silver chest. Rip. There's a gold chest. Rip. Let's kill those guys so they don't cause any problems for me. Alright, anything else? Some more diamonds, some more diamonds. I saw a little bit of ore somewhere over here. And some more diamonds. On to cell piercing. Doesn't really do a whole lot. We don't have a lot of magic damage right now. But I'll take it. Free items for Markham's, I guess. Gives me even more ore gain and health. Alright, so we're basically done. Just need to do the straw bridge and the 4 ballistas. Well, and then obviously thunder snow. Alright, I think I can shoot it from over here. I don't even have to put myself in danger. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little out of range. Or, I'm a little out of range for it to actually attack me. Okay. Take that one out. It's just a net one, so it's not really a big deal, but just showing off the range so you can actually just kill it. So, yeah, we lose about half, but whatever. 53k to town. We didn't have any money in town because we had deposited it all, so just is what it is. That's the tax rate for you. Alright, so I only missed like 2 chests. Ring of Arcane Powers, sure. Reduce cost on our skills. Alright, and Thunder Snow time. So this is going to be very much like just use your ring of, your, what's it called? Ring of arrows or something? Anyway, use that to keep your movement speed up, keep your evasion up, and you just focus with your primary. You have a lot of time to avoid things that he's shooting. Nice. There we go. Let's look at the stats on this one. So damage dealt 984,000 physical, 230 magical. So we did do a decent amount of magical, but it's all with our what's this thing called? Flurry of arrows. So back to the stats. This character, the run actually took 40 minutes, and since we've been playing this character, it's been 4 hours and 38 minutes. So this is one of the faster characters to NG1 that we have. So we got some stars to spend. I can go ahead and do that. We'll have to level up in this NG to get some more. So 13 stars. We need 14 for the evasion plus mark prey. I think we're gonna do 6 here, and that'll leave a little bit for flurry. Because I want the max evasion, max movement speed, max duration. I guess you get the same movement speed and all. So I want the max evasion and the max duration. So we'll take that, go flurry of arrows, next rank. So anyway, that is the Ranger run, NG0. So appreciate everybody for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.